are back in today, NFL Week 17 predictions. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Let's get into Week 17. Now, Week 16, we got 10 right and 4 wrong heading into Sunday Night Football. Got the Bucs on Sunday Night Football. Got the Packers by 40 on Monday Night Football. And then today, right, we got Chiefs playing the Steelers to start off Christmas Day. Then we have another solid matchup right after it. First off, we went 10-4 in Week 16. Overall record, 174-60. Some crazy stuff to talk about. The Cardinals lose in overtime. The Jaguars troll me, of course. And I mean, beyond that, most of my predictions were pretty good overall. A couple upsets. The Eagles. Devontae Smith, what are you doing? But pretty solid week, 10-4. We move on to Week 17. And Christmas. Chiefs, Steelers, Netflix. Now it's in Pittsburgh. Oh, man. Now, I accidentally, one of those 4 losses, I accidentally picked the Texans to beat the Chiefs. I was thinking maybe no Pat Mahomes. I bet pretty heavily on the Texans, too. And then, drive 1. Pat Mahomes comes out, broken ankle, and scrambles for a 30-yard touchdown on the drive? What? So, later on in that drive, I also started the Texans defense in fantasy. I learned pretty quickly that the game is rigged for Kansas City's favor. So listen, we have the Chiefs who are 2.5-point favorites heading into Pittsburgh. Honestly, I know the Steelers have been really bad the last couple of weeks, like really bad, especially offensively. Is Pickens healthy for this game on a short week? Probably, I would think. It's hard to say because, he did start practicing again last week, I believe. Short week. I think he'll be back. I think they rested him for this game. I think that the Chiefs still will win just because of the fact that it's rigged. I haven't seen the referees, rig a game in terms of Pittsburgh, but I've seen them rig it in terms of the Chiefs. Now, when I say rig, I know everyone's going to be mad in the comments. I'm just saying, a lot of flags for Kansas City against the Texans. Could have changed the game. I mean, the Texans had a fumble 6, recovery for a touchdown. Next thing I know, I look up. What? Incomplete pass? Okay. Also, roughing the passer, it kind of blows my mind. Xavier Worthy actually looks pretty solid as well. They got Marquise Brown back. The Chiefs are a good team. Don't look into it too much. I think the Chiefs should win this game. Heading into Pittsburgh, 2.5-point favorites. I like it. Ravens and Texans, second matchup. The Texans defense did not do a good job against Pat Mahomes. Not a good enough job. Really, penalties were the thing that killed them the most, as well as third down conversions. The Chiefs had a lot of those. I think the Houston Texans can maybe bounce back at home against the Ravens. But man, Derrick Henry just ran for 160 in Week 16. Lamar Jackson looked really good. I mean, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry just feasted against the Steelers, quote-unquote, best defense in the league. So I don't know, man. Ravens, 3.5-point favorites. And that means on Christmas, we have 2 road teams, both favored. Now, 3.5 points, it's a bit rich for my blood. Give me the Ravens by 3. I think that's a solid bet right there. Definitely going Baltimore. Seahawks at Bears. Now, the Seattle Seahawks, man, unfortunately, they're in control of their own destiny, right? And then what happens? They fall to the Minnesota Vikings just short. Geno Smith had a chance. Jason Myers had a chance. They couldn't pull it apart in the fourth quarter. They are Thursday Night Football, short week, Chicago Bears. The Bears, Caleb Williams kind of looks good, The Bears lost by 17, 34-17 to the Lions, but it was a sneaky 17-point loss where Caleb Williams threw for a lot of yards, had 2 touchdown passes. The Bears might be one of those teams that might improve next year. It ain't next year, not 2025 yet. Seahawks, Bears, Seahawks win. Charger, what's the spread? I can hear them in my mic. Seahawks, 3-point favorites? Hammer that down all day. Give me that. Chargers at Patriots. Drake May actually looks pretty good, man. The Patriots got him involved in the running game a bit more, and you'll like to see that for sure. Patriots are 5.5-point dogs at home, and I see why, man. The Chargers, they're also in control of their own destiny. They went to 97% chance to make the playoffs with a gutsy win over the Broncos. Big comeback win over the Broncos, and they look pretty solid offensively. Look for J.K. Dobbins to potentially return from IR this week. They're going to need J.K. if they want to make a playoff push. I like the Chargers to win this game. 5.5-point spread. I'm going to stay away from that, though. Chargers win. Broncos at Bengals. Both of these teams control their destiny. And I don't know who to bet on here, man. If the Broncos win this game, then I think that they'll probably have a good, really good chance of being in the playoffs. Bengals lose, they're eliminated. Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Big time matchup. It's really tough, man. This all comes down to one thing. The Bengals offense is going to be very good. The Broncos defense is also very good, but I think the Bengals offense is better. So the Bengals will put up points. It comes down to, will the Bengals defense stop Denver? The Bengals are 3-point favorites, and I can't get behind it. I just can't. I can't do it, man. The Bengals defense is so trash, so bad. They've been playing bad teams. I know it's at home. Give me Denver, 3-point dogs. It hurts to do it because I'm going to be rooting for Cincinnati. Just logically speaking, man, the Broncos are a better team. And give me the Broncos as dogs on the road, 3-point spread. Cardinals versus the Rams. NFC West battle. Cardinals playing for just bragging rights at this point. Divisional matchup. They will probably try in this game for sure. The Rams are 4.5-point favorites at home. The Rams should win this one. Rams had a nice win over the New York Jets. Look for them to get Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua more involved in this game as they try and clinch the division with a big win right here. I think they can clinch if they beat the Cardinals right here because they play the Seahawks the following week. They'd have the tiebreaker, so I think the Rams need to win this one. Saturday Night Football. That's exciting. Rams by 4.5. I like it. Give me the Rams by 3, though. Panthers at Buccaneers, NFC South. Haven't seen the Bucs on Sunday Night Football. Buccaneers presumably will destroy Dallas, right? You'll know by now. The Carolina Panthers, wow, they've been really good the last few weeks. I'm not buying into it. Bryce Young has looked pretty solid. The random receivers have looked pretty solid. Chuba Hubbard's looked solid. No. I'm not buying in just yet. This could be a game. Let's see what the spread is. Is the spread out? Yeah, the Bucs are 7.5-point favorites. So clearly Vegas ain't buying into the Carolina Panthers either. Bucs by 7. Yes, sir. Jets at Bills. Yeah, the Bills kind of almost fell into a trap game with the Patriots, who they'll play the week after this. But the New York Jets, man, Aaron Rodgers looks solid. Devontae Adams is going to get 7 catches per game. They just aren't going to beat Buffalo. Josh Allen's going to have a huge rebound game as long as his elbow injury isn't concerning. The Bills, I'm assuming they're favored to win this game. I can't find the spread just yet. Oh, yes, I can. 9.5-point favorites for the Bills. Bills money line for sure. Bills by 10. They didn't cover against the Patriots, so I'm a little concerned. Colts at Giants. The Colts, they beat the Titans, and they almost let the Titans come back with a huge comeback victory. That would have been insane. The Colts scored 38, though. Jonathan Taylor had 3 tutties. They look really, really solid. It was Colts football. It's the game they want to play. The Giants, they might be the worst team in the league. And the Colts, honestly, I think their record is a bit deceptive. The Colts might also be not that far behind the New York Giants. The Giants are 7.5-point dogs at home. Got to go with Indianapolis. Packers at Vikings. NFC North. The Vikings are surprisingly and sadly playing for the 2 seed as an Eagles fan. The Packers, good team. Haven't seen them yet against the Saints. Should be a free win. The Vikings, big gutsy performance from Scam Darnold against the Seattle Seahawks. Big time win in week number 16. I think the Minnesota Vikings, they're a home team in this matchup. Let me see how Josh Jacobs plays on Monday Night Football. This could be a game where Josh Jacobs just explodes. Justin Jefferson had his best game of the season, though, against Seattle. They could rely on him heavily in this one as well. Big time game, NFC North, playoff implications for seeding. Vikings are 1.5-point favorites. Now, logically, I think the Packers are a better team. Let me just say it. I think the Packers are a better team. But I can read the comments saying, pick the dogs. And in my mind, I know Vegas has the Packers as dogs, 1.5 points. In my mind, the Vikings are the underdog in this game. So I'm going Minnesota. Show me some heart, Scam Darnold. Let's get the win. Raiders at Saints. Snooze fest. Derek Carr probably out. Alvin Kamara probably out. Chris Olave probably back. Chris Olave could be back. Who's their quarterback? Trash. Raiders, also one of the worst teams in the league. Really, really not a fun matchup right here. I might just pick the underdog just for the hell of it. The Saints are 2.5-point favorites at home. But unfortunately, I've learned from watching football that Alvin Kamara tends to score 7 touchdowns during the holiday season. So look for Kendre Miller to repeat that because Alvin Kamara is in his ear. Kendre, score 6 touchdowns December 29th. So I'm going with the Saints, who are favored at home. Give me New Orleans. Titans at Jaguars. Nobody cares. Real quick pick right here. I'm going with Tennessee. The Titans just scored 30 points. Titans are 1.5-point dogs, but I'm going with Tennessee. Dolphins at Browns. AFC matchup. No playoff implications. The Dolphins, they did just beat the 49ers, and they're not. If this was the Jameis Winston Browns, maybe there's a chance in hell. Jameis Winston ain't in. It's DTR. DTR, the T stands for trash. The R is trash as well. Not a good team. Dolphins by 5.5 might be the lock of the week. Cowboys at Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are embarrassing. It's a travesty. Worst team I've ever seen in my life. Devontae Smith is a bum. Certified bum. Drops the 3rd and 5. The game was in his hands. Oops, dropped it. Now Jalen Hurts, I'm assuming that Jalen Hurts ain't playing, bro. This dude was woozy. Looked like Tua Tagovailoa when he got up. Not a concerning sight as an Eagles fan. Kenny Pickett actually looked pretty good, though. And Kenny Pickett is a smart dude. He threw A.J. Brown the ball. That's a good decision. Now, Eagles are 8.5-point favorites at home. And honestly, I like that. Look for Saquon Barkley to start breaking that guy's record at running back. Falcons at Commanders. The Falcons are on the no-bet list, so can't bet on them. The Commanders are 4.5-point favorites at home. And I like that, Thinking of rookies, Jaden Daniels is a rookie. Michael Penix is a rookie. Yeah, welcome to the NFL. I think Jaden Daniels is going to outscore Michael Penix by at least 5 points and cover the spread. Now we have a big game on Monday Night Football, a big trap game for the Lions. The Lions head to San Francisco Monday night and play the San Francisco 49ers. And the Lions are only 3.5-point favorites. Keep doubting the Lions, man. I think the Lions win this game by 14. I'm not even kidding. The 49ers did not look good against the Dolphins. They only scored, 17 points? So what do you think they're going to do against the Lions? 17 points ain't going to be enough. Jahmyr Gibbs had 3,000 rushing yards in Week 16. Lions by 3.5. That's my lock bet of the week. Hopefully I'm right. We'll have to see. That's Week 17. Have a blessed holiday. Smash the like and subscribe button. Peace out. Thanks for watching.